Hey folks, Phil Beeman here. I've got my friend Nigel,
Morning.
and we're picking up his bees. It's just about winter time. It's pretty cool. You can see how we're dressed. That we're thinking it's cool. So we're gonna try our Eazy-Loader 4-way pallet setup here. I did it only once before, and it was a bit of a handful with one guy. We're gonna try with two and see if we can make that work. Nigel's been dreaming for years of getting an Eazy-Loader, so this will be something for him to see. Now, what we need to do, these pallets are, I don't know if we can tip that. Oh yeah, we can see that. Swing that forward a little bit. Nigel's hives are on individual hives sitting on top of pallets. I feel like that's leaning away from us a bit.
Yep.
I would like to see if I can add one more notch. Guide that in, swing it in.
Which way do you want to
Well,
put it?
we go nose out here, so my end out. So it'll keep pushing. Come on.
Yeah, nice smooth, eh? Up a bit, maybe. That's work. It's not as pleasant as using the forklift.
And it's yeah, it works.
I think we can go only two. We only need to go 2 beats, I think.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Pull
We're
forward.
on the other side. We'll do that one. Except I'd rather get this one first.
Do you want me to pull forward a bit?
That's okay.
smoke one time?
Yeah. So the light signals in the screen. Okay, now drive ahead.
Yeah.
We're just at the end of the boom. It's straight like that. Let's let it turn. Hang on, we're just gonna. There.
Right, come forward maybe and then back.
Well, what we want to do is let that thing. Okay. You might have to hop up there and push against that joint.
Yep.
There we go. That's good. Go. We'll have to go around and get the ones on the other side yet. So it's quite a bit more challenging than, like I thought it'd be about the same as 5 boxes of honey.
No, it seems to move more, eh?
It's just because I guess it's such a flatter, like the weight is spread
I'll
around
bring
more.
it back this way because some of them are hanging off the back.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, you said?
I find myself fighting it quite a bit more. I think because the weight's all out here, but you still have a fairly narrow
Way to maneuver
grip.
it and yeah.
Like if the handles were like that, so you could twist it a bit
and
more.
use some of your own, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go around again. So what I'm trying to do is make sure that when I'm picking these up,
We have to go 3 deep here, so we've got a total of 37. 16 here.
16 would be exactly the truck fit.
Yeah, so this is 16.
But we should put those
Pallets
two
up
pallets
on
up
here.
on top. That's an upper body. We put these light pallets on, put it upside down, Nigel.
Blind with those pallets or this way to cover two of them?
Yeah, like that way. Is good. Okay.
Want me to strap these now?
No, let's pull ahead. I was saying that those two pallets on top will just help keep the lids down on the first couple rows. If the wind's going to get under them and lift them, it's from the front. So I put that. That's just a little extra tie down tip. I'm going to take that flatter pallet.
The level doesn't help
It does a bit. But just that
well, it's
the torque on the load has more effect than the leverage you have with the handle. Like
Yep.
when you have a stack, I mean, we've lifted heavier stacks,
Sure.
six boxes full of honey, but it's all right in a very narrow circle here.
not hanging out that way.
Weight is way out there, and to get it to twist around, it's got more leverage than me than I do on it, right? I'm only lifting, you're pushing back and forth here. I feel like if my handles were as wide as the load,
Do you think it would be easier if they were tacked down, if they were actually migratory pallets?
no, I don't think that matters. It would be a slightly smaller pallet, but I'm trying to move something 4 feet away with 18 inches of
Right here is where you're.
Yeah. So I don't have. I'm pulling really small levers to move something far away. If this thing were like that, and I could really be leaning into it, yeah, it would be better.
It seems like, and maybe I'm wrong, it feels like watching it, the ones on that side are easier to maneuver than not really. I wonder if it has to do with the pivot.
No, I don't know. I think it's maybe got lucky on a few.
Or maybe they're all dead.
Yeah, I
just like. Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
your spring losses or something,
If you'd
right?
said you'd made a commitment, maybe even you thought you had a claim, you'd either committed to or actually gone out and bought a bunch of nukes.
Well, or even if you didn't do that, like just if you're like, I mean, like if
Yeah.
up a bit, if $3,000 is gonna bankrupt you, then you're probably not doing something right. But if it's $30,000, right? Like
You could have put yourself in a difficult situation.
yeah, coming forward.
Let's grab this one. We had a whole bunch of their old senior guys retire.
And they got rid of it, right? They told me that they got rid of it, right?
Well,
I mean, not that that's a problem. I don't know.
he got pretty canceled.
But yeah. But I guess
He could not stop
being
calling
misogynistic.
young ladies dear.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
We good on that side there? Yeah. Good.
All right, pull ahead again. We'll grab these two and then do this. Good.
Is this okay to do a bit on the back there?
No, this is what we're planning, just to here, isn't it?
Oh, right, you're right. Yeah.
I think maybe, despite how it looks, I think this is actually slightly gentler than the forklift. You want to do a couple? Let's just make sure that the grab this.
Maybe a tight fit.
Yeah, you're good. Gotta have it just above the ground.
Like that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's hard, eh? But hand bombing 120 hives.
Yeah.
There.
Right.
You want that blank spot on the outside or inside?
Outside.
Yeah, come from the side. Yeah, it's gonna kick that way. So there.
Okay.
That front heavy.
All right, what did we learn, Nigel? What do you think?
I think it was great. Yeah, you got to take pretty close attention. You got to be keyed in the whole time.
Yeah. So,
But-
I mean, you're thinking about getting one of these units. Would you go 4-way pallets or 2-way pallets?
Well, I think I would. Well, I haven't done 2 ways, but I think for sort of the full, looking at it from the full system, the full year, I would go 4-way pallets. I think.
Yeah.
What do you think? Just because it's easier then, but I would have them. I'd have them screwed
Yeah,
down.
you screw down, but like I'm thinking, like if you have to have 2 people to move your hives,
Yeah.
that's a limiting factor, right? I mean, you can call for
Fair enough.
a sideline beekeeper who has to call a buddy work for free every time you need it.
Yeah. That
So
gets. Yeah, that gets.
So I think like this does work, but I think if you were saying that's going to be my one and only machine,
Go for two.
I think you'd want to adapt your operation to lifting it. Now, on the other hand, like I bought this thinking, it could be an ace in a hole.
Yeah.
Forklifts are broken down. Gotta go. I can. What I've learned is I can make it work. Right?
Sure. And yeah, and as a stopgap for you, that works fine. If you,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
Your forklift, if it's broken, it's going to be a week or a couple days, a day or two, and then
Yeah.
you'll be back up. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but if I had to move, if I had singles, now these were 4 doubles, I don't think it would work. I'd be
Wouldn't lift
lifting
it.
8 boxes plus the pallet.
And the doubles are generally going to have a lot more honey in them too. So yeah.
So you got to be singles to go 4s, and for me, it's a plan C because I have
Sure.
2 forklifts already.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But my interest was for a person who had wanting to make that first.
Yeah, as you're scaling up, it's probably a good thing to do. You don't have to spend $15,000 if you're lucky on an all-terrain forklift, right? Yeah.
All right.
Thanks,
Thanks
Phil.
a lot, everyone. Have a great day.